So now you already applied to the real estate exam, and now it's time to study for it. Forget the books, forget all the papers that you gotta study. I'm gonna give you the tips on how to pass the first time. What up? It's your boy Carlo, back at it again. So in this video, I'll go over how to study for the real estate exam. And now you already set the date. Now it's time to lock in and study, get ready before the test happens. And the first thing you gotta do is have that positive mindset, baby. I can't stress that enough. A positive mindset that you're gonna smash and hit that subscribe and like button. But on a serious note, what I did before I started studying, I had around 2 to 3 sayings. Like, I like to call it my positive declaration affirmations. This is the ones that I kept for myself. One is that I'm going to put in the time, the work, and the energy to make sure that I pass. Two, that I'm going to dedicate 1 month and set time aside in my schedule to make sure that I pass. And I'm going to pass the first time. As you can see, pass, baby. And your boy passed his first time, and you will too. And in that process, you gotta eliminate all negative thoughts and all procrastination during this time, because you only have a month to get it done. And you have to think of any type of negativity, any type of distractions. Is it gonna help you achieve your end result of what you're trying to get? And that's passing. And once you got your test date, you need to continue and apply the information that you studied in class and review all the information that you studied, or you're basically going to forget it. And in my schedule, I set time aside to study at least 1 to 3 hours per day, and you got to just do it little by little. So, for example, part of my study schedule, what I did, I would work out for an hour and listen to a webinar through a real estate prep agent online platform that I enrolled in. That's the only thing that I pretty much studied. But basically, as I worked out for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, I would listen to the webinars through real estate prep agent. I'll leave a link in the description down below. And as I worked out, I was studying. So at the end of the day, you have to be very efficient with your time. I work a full-time, well, I actually have 2 jobs. I have a full-time job, part-time job, and the only time I could really fit it in is right before I go to work and work out. This is the time that I normally work out, and then at right when I get off of work, and then that's when I study. And also, I would review before bed. So I'd review for 30 minutes just for going over the vocabulary, just to keep the vocab fresh in my mind. And after 30 minutes, I would move on to practice tests. And I would try to do it for like around 30 minutes to at least an hour. And just get myself in a swing of things of kind of seeing how questions are phrased, how the different type of terminology, just getting in the swing of things of how the tests are said in a way so you could just basically know what to look out for. And at the end of the day, you gotta practice. The practice material that I used was 1, online free test questions. Number 2, I just went to the public library and rented out some books, Kaplan, Barron's, and whatever free study material that was there. And the only thing that I bought to study for this exam was a real estate prep agent. And I've seen everything that I saw about real estate prep agent was the best. And I passed the first time, and that's basically the only thing that I bought to help me pass the exam. I didn't even really need to study the library books or the online free tests, because real estate prep agent had pretty much everything that you need in a complete package to make sure you pass the first time. And one quick tip, you should already know, like, what you don't know is what you don't know, and what you know is what you don't already know. So don't focus on certain things that you already know, because you already know it for a reason. And so basically what I'm trying to get at is focus on the things you don't know, engrave it in your brain, and make sure that you're efficient with your time, because time is money, baby. You know what I'm saying? You must learn the vocabulary. You must learn the vocabulary. You must learn the vocabulary. The real estate exam is just a glorified vocabulary test. That's all it is. Don't hype it up. It's just a whole bunch of vocabulary terms that you just gotta know to pass the exam. So what helped me most was putting these vocabulary words in 5 words or less. Wait, 5. So let's say, for example, easement, the right to use land of another. Encroachment, a building that's on another person's land. VA loan, what do we need to know about it? Zero down payment, owner occupied, CRV, lien, money, boom. Keep it short, keep it simple, straight to the point. As long as you're able to understand and explain these concepts in 5 words or less, you got it. Just the more simple you keep the vocabulary, you're gonna pass the exam. And if you can actually have it in 5 words or less, you actually understand that concept. So moving on, what the heck should you be studying? All those test materials that you've accumulated through all the classes, whether it be online, through your broker, at a community college, whatever, you do not have to read those books at all. Don't. Put it to the side. You'll just get confused. And I didn't read the books. I'll be honest, I did just review the PowerPoint like notes that they gave me. I wouldn't like spend too much time. I would just like read over the words, try to understand the concept, and just refresh my memory and refresh my mind on what the heck I was studying. And as I was saying, you don't need to buy any books. You don't need to buy like any flashcards. You don't need to buy anything. The only thing you really need to buy, which I would say is the best study material out there, hands down. You could read the reviews, join the Facebook groups, all this and that. It's Real Estate Prep Agent. That's the only thing that I bought to study for this exam. And everything else was free material that I went to go out to look up. And just basically, what is Real Estate Prep Agent? It's basically an online platform where they provide you tests, and even if you don't buy it, they actually offer you a free test. But buy this program. They give you also a free question of the day just to keep your mind jogging, and they send that to you via email. And they have everyday webinars where Joe, the guy who runs the platform, he breaks down key concepts in the most simple, most understanding terms that you could remember to help you pass the exam. Joe provides everything in the most simple and concise way you can learn through flashcards, vocabulary, worksheets, and he has test questions for every single section that you need to know on the real estate exam. And it's pretty much organized. Whatever topic that you want to learn, study, whatever it may be, you could just focus on that particular subject. So whatever your weekend, you could just focus on those areas. And that's what's pretty awesome about the Real Estate Prep Agent. And the underlying thing that helped me buy his program was the money back guarantee. Basically, if you don't pass the first time when you take the exam, he'll refund you your money. And when I did take the exam, Many of the questions on his platform were phrased very, very, very similar or close to verbatim as the ones that I saw on the actual California real estate exam. And I'll post a link in the description down below if you want to enroll in the real estate prep agent. And you could also enroll in a crash course. So basically, a crash course will help just build your confidence to pretty much go over everything that you should already know in a day, so around like an 8-hour time frame. And lastly, before you go take the actual exam, it's simple and as it seems. Eat a nice healthy meal before, stay hydrated, and relax, baby, because you're going to pass. So in the next video, I'll be talking about the test and how to pass during the exam. And make sure to hit that subscribe and that like button. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.